And welcome back to the cybershindigpodcast, everyone. It's a beautiful Friday night fever. I'm drinking a beer. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Johnny. And as usual, coming from his perspective basement, we've got your boy himself.
Coming live from the basement on the third floor of my apartment complex, it's me, Uncle Stye of Duck Dynasty. Howdy, y'all.
Didn't Duck Dynasty get canceled or some shit like that?
Duck Dynasty was on like 10 years ago, man. I have no idea what they're doing nowadays.
Okay, that's fair. Good old DD. My buddy used to really love that show. Then it got to be like, you know when something gets like too popular, it becomes less cool?
Well, that's like a hipster mindset.
No, but it's like, but it's real though. You know what I mean? Like it becomes oversaturated
almost
like
with fans and stuff.
It's like a household name, and then like people start to like the people that originally started watching it don't like it anymore,
Yeah, sure.
or like started listening to it in the beginning. They don't like it anymore.
But I mean, it became very like they were a business basically, and like it became popular. So the business started booming, and they kind of had to conform to what the business model was. You know?
No, I get that 100%. But it's just it's with anything though. It's like it could be music. A lot of bands I feel like that happens with.
Look
You know
here,
what I
pal. Pokemon is the number one selling franchise in the world.
All right, you need to
And
settle down.
I still love it. It
I know
is super popular.
Okay. That's different.
Hey.
I feel like though.
I'm about to open up my Mike's Harder Strawberry.
Holy shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you open your beer with like your flesh part of your finger or with your nail?
Oh, not the nail. That gives me like goosebumps thinking about it. You got to use your flesh. Unless
Like, see, I'm trying to, and it's hard.
No,
I have to
no.
use my nail.
God, that,
I'm
like,
gonna do
freaks-
it right now.
That freaks
You
me
see
out.
that?
Like oh god, I hate like that feeling of getting like your nail almost like ripped off, or like getting your nail like jammed into something. It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. God,
Well,
fuck
I had
that.
to do. I had to like smidge it up a
Yeah.
little bit, and then I can get the fleshy part of my finger.
Yeah,
under it.
once you start it, then you're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Dr. Pepper's, I can just fucking nail that bitch in
Yeah.
one go. But when it
Yeah.
comes to like Mike's Harder Lemonade, the tabs are a little bit more stuck to the can.
Yeah, they're like squashed down. They're good. Mike is drinking a Mike's Hard. I'm drinking a new Leinenkugel's. Let me see if I can get it in camera. Lemon Haze IPA, and it's pretty damn delicious. It's got me thinking of summertime. It's only 4.9% alcohol compared to Mike's 8%.
You wimp.
But I do have a little guy of this, a little Woodford Reserve in my back pocket,
Ooh, there
just
you
in
go.
just in case I want to get spicy tonight, because it is a Friday,
Oh,
you know.
You're definitely gonna want to get spicy tonight.
The
If you can
spice.
keep up with me.
Lord, check this out. I got a nasty Stye on my right eye.
Oh yeah, you do. That's gross as fuck.
It fucking hurts, man. Yeah, I know. It's literally an eyesore. It's
You
an
know,
eyesore.
I never knew what a Stye was until college when I woke up one day and I had the like it was underneath my eyelid and it was like my eye was like sealed closed.
Yeah.
And I thought I was dying. I called Mal and I was like, I have to go to the hospital. You have to take me to the hospital.
Oh my god.
She's like, why? I'm like, I can't open my eye and it hurts. And she
You're like,
came
"I have-"
over and she's like, you fucking idiot, you have a Stye.
It's probably like, you wimp. You're like, I
Yeah.
have syphilis on my eye. I need you to take me to the doctor quick. Stat.
She's like, God damn it, Mike, stop putting your head in toilets.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah,
swirlies.
I don't know why. I have a theory, but this is the second Stye of the month for me, pretty much. Like in the past 4 weeks, I've had, but this one's a little bigger. The other one didn't like. This one didn't. What is it? This one didn't breach like the other one. You know how like a whale breaches out of the water? This
Sure.
one breached out of my eyelid, and the other one stayed in my eyelid, so it wasn't as nasty looking.
Okay.
But I have a theory, because I was like, I'm changing my pillowcases. Like I'm I keep myself very clean. I'm
Yeah,
a very
classic,
clean,
John. Yeah,
very clean, dainty boy. I shower a lot.
absolutely.
I think it's my my face masks, because I cycle through them. I haven't really washed them, but I just have been like cycling through. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably that because you're breathing and
that's-
it's that nasty stuff that's getting shot up in your
That's
eye.
what I was
Oh
gonna
my
say.
God.
When I breathe, it like all goes up in my eyes. So I'm like, maybe I need to just toss all these out.
you
and
need
just
to
get new
wash
ones.
your masks.
I know. Yeah, I just threw them all out. I just threw them all. I just heard Mel.
Are they
Uh,
disposable?
They're cloth.
cloth?
Yeah, they're like
Wash them.
They're like $10 ones from Amazon. I tossed them all out. It's too late. I
Wash
threw them all
Why
out.
didn't you wash them?
Because I'm a litter bug. I'm a wasteful boy.
You're an animal, dude.
Yeah.
Just because you got that stimulus, you're like, oh, I can throw out money.
Give me all the face masks. I'm going to bedazzle mine with 10-karat jewels.
I have like 14 face masks.
I need to get
That's
some
on
cool
rotation.
ones. Yeah.
You should. There are cool ones.
I've only got straight black ones that just look kind of nice for work.
You fucking goth.
I know, right? I'm going to start painting, doing the eyeliner too with it to match.
Oh my god.
No,
Please
I saw
don't do that.
I saw you and Mal and Casey have some sweet ones. I need to get on Amazon or online or Etsy and see what I can find.
Just get like a funny one. There is some where you can take a picture of your face, send it to them, and like you'll get the mask and it'll look like the bottom half of your face. So when you put it on,
I don't like
it
that.
looks like you're just wandering around. Do it, man.
That's not for me. That's weird.
Nah, no, it's not.
That's really weird. I want to get something with like, can I get like 2 butt cheeks spread open, like a gaping
Probably.
butt, and just like
You can probably like post a picture and they'll give it to you.
That'd
You
be
could get
cool.
one of Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, that's more your lane though. I would get like a nice fish or something on mine, or like a slab.
I would like just a nice fish.
Just a
laid
slab
out on my
walleye.
mask.
A nice
Oh my
Walter
God.
on there. Yeah, man. What more you need? Speaking of fish, I was running late today.
If you were fishing,
If you follow me on Instagram, have you checked Instagram? Look on it right.
I'll do it while you're talking.
Look
though.
at your stories right now. I worked out. I told Mike 7 o'clock. He's like, "Why so late?" I was like, "Shut up, bitch. I gotta work out."
Oh my god, you asshole!
And then I worked out. I did a quick dumbbell workout and skipped some rope.
Yeah.
And then I wandered down to our dock and caught a shitload of crappie. And you can see them on my Instagram, Johnny.Gooders. They'll probably be gone on my story by the time you're hearing this, but they're nice. They're good size.
Ooh, you even got that boomerang effect with those fish. What are
You like
those,
that?
like 9 little fish?
Those are 10 slab crappie right off the dock in like half
Slab.
an hour.
God.
That's all it took me. It was like a half hour by myself. I was hauling them in, dude. Feeding the family.
When you live on the Kankakee River, a slab ain't nothing under 13 inch of a crappie.
So Zach he started listening to our podcast, and he said every time he hears you talk about fishing, he wants to jump off a cliff on fire. He's like, he doesn't know shit. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, that's kind of a shtick, but yeah.
No, you city folk don't know shit.
Yo,
you
please.
fucking use pliers to get your lure on the line. Oh, I gotta use fucking pliers. I can't just use my fucking mouth like God gave me.
You put your mouth up against a fish's mouth and pull the hook out?
That's right.
You're
you gotta
wild.
bite it out of it.
You're insane. You've never had a fish truly eat your bait then.
I feel like you guys, and I'm speaking honestly, you guys are like high-tech fishing. The way
Yeah.
I grew up and fishing that I enjoy is very low-tech.
No, it's
Like
just
basically,
it's just that we all have jobs and make money now. We've all done that, and it's not fun.
Nah.
We've all not had enough like the right size hooks or like a piece of pliers or like pliers to use.
Nah. Give me a stick with a string on it and
Yeah.
a sinker that I can bite into, and I'm a happy boy.
Oh my god, I'll outfish the shit out of you.
Hey, speaking of fishing, I saw on YouTube, actually right before this podcast, about a 12-year-old boy who collects lures.
Yeah, I heard about this on another podcast, and he
He has the world record amount of lures.
isn't that crazy? Did you hear about how he like collects them?
I heard that him and his dad went to like flea markets and lure I don't know, shows, if you can call them that.
Yeah.
And he just started buying them.
So he was he's from Nevada, or he's from Vegas area. It's a young kid, but he collects. He goes out and like gets a bunch of the old fishing lures that got hung up on like trees and stuff too. And he used to use like a giant he had like some weird contraption, like MacGyvered contraption where it had like magnets and shit, and he could get all these lures off these trees really quick. Pretty interesting.
We're talking about two different people then.
Huh? No, it was a young kid, and he has
Yeah,
and
mine
he
was
likes
a young kid, but he lives in Illinois.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
And my kid's better than your kid, okay?
I don't know. We'll see.
How
Yeah.
many lures did your kid have?
Dude, I don't know. He was on a pretty big fishing podcast from the news, from what I heard.
Ooh, my kid had 3,563 lures.
That's ridiculous. No one needs that much lures.
You don't know that. Maybe
Insane.
He's fishes for 10 years and he uses a different lure every day.
It's too much. Too many lures. Speaking of, I've got some ideas for our 100th episode. I want to do something special with you. I'll talk to you after this.
Okay.
But I've got a fun idea I think we could pull off for because this is episode 98.
Yeah.
We are 2 episodes away from 100 episodes.
Woo!
Which is wild to me.
Yep.
I'll take a swig of Woodford to that.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Tink. Ooh, that's some strong shit.
Mine too. Ugh.
Also, speaking of whiskey, Matthias is sending Matthias and his co-host. I don't know his name. Their podcast. For those of you who are searching for something new to add to your mix, the Deuce and Pickle show, I believe. They're on Spotify, and you can search them. It's like a fun little picture of I think it's either like a banana and a pickle or something. It's their icon is kind of weird, but they're fun. They've got a good banter. They're 2 episodes deep. Catch them as they're starting up. They'd appreciate you guys listening to them. They're fun. They're a lot like us where they just kind of shoot the shit and hang out. But they are, like I said, they're on Spotify. Nick's been asking me some advice on what shit to use, and I was like, get that H6 Zoom recorder like you're using, Mike, because their audio quality was kind of lacking in the first 2 episodes. Ooh. No offense, Matthias, but this should help him out immensely. Like he'll be sounding crisp and clean on episode 3, baby. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
So go check them out. Their podcast sent us a fun little care package. So I was gonna kind of get with you and see what we could return to them in a fun little Indiana, because they're sending some Montana stuff. So I figured we could do some fun Indiana stuff for them.
What the fuck is Montana stuff? There's nothing in Montana except mountains and horses and Nick.
He's gonna send us
3 things I know.
He's gonna send us a butchered mountain lion on ice, sitting on dry ice.
Oh, we can definitely get some fun stuff from Indiana. I can already envision a few things.
We're gonna send him a pallet of sweet corn.
Imagine the shipping, but it would so be worth it.
Just
to
a
have
truck
him come out.
Just a truck full of rotten sweet corn because it got there too late.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm for it, man.
God damn. Yeah, man. So yeah, if you want, go give them a listen. I don't know if they're on iTunes yet, but they're on Spotify. I feel like a lot of people listen to things on Spotify.
I'm currently listening to a few podcasts on Spotify now.
Really?
Because I have the Spotify Premium or whatever it's
Ooh.
called. Spotify Plus.
Okay.
I don't know.
Humble brag.
Well, I run a lot, and I was like, I'm tired of these fucking commercials while I'm running.
Oh, dude, commercials while you're working out are the worst.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the comedy podcasts I listen to, they'll have ad reads right in the middle of the show.
Sure.
And sometimes they're literally 5-minute ad reads.
Damn.
And I'm like, holy shit. And I can't skip through it because I have my phone tucked into my waistband thingy, like the little fanny pack collector thing. And
That's
I just have to
annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I have to sit there and grin and just bear it. It sucks. Have you
Wish
been
we
running?
had an ad to run right now, because that would be pretty fucking prime.
The Cyber Shindig podcast is sponsored by, and it's a 5-minute ad. Oh God, I would love to monetize this thing. We'll pick up an advertiser here.
I hope Mike's Harder Lemonade.
Dude, I have
advertise us.
The biggest Mike's Harder lemonade sitting in my fridge upstairs.
Uh-huh.
I went fishing with Zach last weekend. I canceled on Mike to go fishing with Zach because I made plans and then double booked and realized I made plans with Zach first.
And then realized he wanted to go fishing more than shoot a podcast. I see where your fucking loyalties run, man.
I realized I made plans with Zach. And,
Best man of my wedding, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to shoot a podcast with you, man, but someone just offered to go fishing.
No, that is not.
Fishing is like my life.
That is not how it worked. Zach is also going to be having a newborn in the next 2 weeks. Mazel tov. Shout out to Zach and Jess and their newborn coming soon.
Mazel tov.
But I was like, you know what? Even though I did book him before the podcast, technically.
Sure. Yeah,
I was like, it's not. I'm probably not going to be able to get to do this much in the next few months with Zach because he's gonna be having a screaming little baby on his end. I almost said little bastard.
Little fucking bastard.
So I was like, let's go. But I picked up beer, and then for some reason, I picked up a giant Mike's Harder, like the tall boy Mike's Harder lemonade,
Yeah.
and it's just sitting in my fridge. Like I don't know if I want to drink it or not.
You should wait till episode. Excuse me, that mic. You should wait till episode 100 and just swig it.
It's a
Is
lot.
that
I feel like those give me
the appropriate
hangover.
terminology? Swig it.
Chug it. Slam
What
it.
am I thinking of?
Butt
I don't
chug
know.
it. The butt chugging boys. That's
Glug,
what
glug, glug, glug.
episode 100 is all butt chugs. But yeah, I bought a giant Mike's Harder, and it's just sitting in our fridge. My mom's like, "Whose is this?" I was like, "I don't know why I bought that, but I did." It's just waiting for somebody to crack it open.
Well, if it's still there when Mike Boy comes over, he'll drink it.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll be back in the studio here soon. We're about to get that second dose of sweet vaccine serum. We're getting the antidote.
Yeah. The
What-
antidote.
Isn't that what they
Mine's
call?
on, I don't think they call it that.
No. Isn't that what they call it in like all the like movies where like some weird outbreak or something happens and like the superhero like
Oh,
has to get the antidote because the bad guy like mutated themselves?
right.
Like,
yeah.
get the antidote. And it's like always in this like giant fucking needle, like a huge cylinder with a huge hypodermic needle on the end of it.
I mean, the vaccines needle was pretty big. Did you see it when you got yours?
Yeah, it was pretty. I was kind of jealous of the size of it actually. My mom
Yeah.
started like she started sweating. She had to like.
Ooh.
She was like,
She had her little
"Whoa."
romantic book
She's
next
like,
to her.
Ooh, that is awfully big.
When
I'm
is
getting
your
the
second one?
vapors. Mine is April 9th, I think. It's on a Friday.
Oh my God, that's a long time.
It's on a Friday.
Mine's the
pretty
31st of this
Is it?
month. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's April 9th. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God, please
It is.
check.
9:00 in the morning. I'm getting that sweet second vaccine. It's probably gonna knock my dick in the dirt.
The 9th. Oh, that's a Friday. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I'm going with Carol for our second one.
Nice together.
Yeah.
Get ice cream on your way home.
We might. We'll do something
Aw.
cute.
That's really cute.
Yeah, we'll do something cute. But I heard
Stop
that.
at the park, feed some ducks.
Yeah, if I heard it. My dad was feeling like really worn down the day after he got his second vaccine. So
Yeah.
hopefully I'm in good shape after I get mine. We'll
Hope
see.
it puts you on your ass. Puts you in your place, you know?
I'd be like, whatever. I needed to sleep anyways, probably. Just be laid up in bed, like fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's grandparents.
Oh, the grandparents?
That'll
I
be me.
love waking up on a Saturday, and Mal and I will sit on the couch, and I'm like, do you want to grandparent it? She's like, yeah, sure. We'll get
Were
the
you-
blanket, put the legs
Yeah.
like next to each other, and then just like fucking watch TV all morning.
You both lay your legs the opposite direction.
Right.
Solid.
Oh, that's the best position right there. Is the
Solid.
grandparents style.
Yeah, you probably like them feet up in your face.
no,
you
ew.
sick boy.
I'm not a feet guy.
You
we talked about this
little
already.
perv.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah.
Did you do anything festive for St. Patty's Day, or did you just kind of whatever?
No.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Which is weird because Mallory is primarily Irish.
Didn't even like fry up a potato in the air fryer or anything.
I didn't even wear green.
Oh, dude, me neither.
Ah,
I didn't either, and I was real nervous because I was
I
servicing.
was real nervous.
I was servicing
Oh,
a
God.
school system in the area, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Shit, these kids are gonna eat me alive." But I didn't see any
I don't
kids.
think kids are gonna go up to a fucking water maintenance guy and be like, "Oh, you're not wearing green."
You'd be surprised, man. I don't know. Some of these kids are pretty ballsy. Like elementary school kids, they just run up to anybody and pinch their ass if they're not wearing
I don't
green.
like that.
Yeah. Me neither. That's why I was like, fuck. But no, man. You didn't even. So I usually don't like corned beef and cabbage and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I just got like a wild shamrock up my ass this year.
Okay.
And we ordered out corned beef and cabbage from McVeigh's here in town. Dude, it was so fucking good. It's literally like, it's like a pork roast, like a slow cooked pork roast. And then
Okay.
I didn't really eat the cabbage because fuck cabbage. I said it.
Because you don't like your veggies.
I don't like cabbage. I like veggies.
You gotta eat your veggies, baby.
Cabbage will make you just explode with gas.
Yeah.
But I had that with potatoes and carrots. Dude, it was fucking good.
Potatoes and carrots.
Potatoes and carrots. Johnny
Ah.
Goodrich. Timothy O'Toole. Yeah, man. It was so good. It was delicious. Yeah. So it was a nice little. And then I had a beer with it. Had a little celebration. St.
A
Patty's.
green beer?
No, I was bummed. I wanted to go and get a green beer and get some food dye, but I was like, fuck it. What's the point?
Yeah. That's a lot of work for just one Snapchat.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Not to me. I'm surprised you guys didn't even I don't know. Didn't even get a
Me
little
too.
something.
Mallory, like, she's very Irish. Like, very Irish. So it just doesn't tickle her fancy.
Whatever.
To be fair, her employer, because she nannies, her employer had a child, her fourth child, just like a week ago.
Nice.
So she's been very busy with a newborn at home.
That sucks. Probably not
Yeah.
sleeping. That's probably not sleeping a whole lot.
Could you imagine having 4 children under the age of 3?
Fuck that shit. Yeah.
That's hard. That's a hard.
Oh, fuck that
That's
shit.
a hard bargain right there.
Oh, dude, I saw online. I was just like up, scrolling through Twitter like I do, like when I should be sleeping. I'm like, I'm so tired this week. I don't know why. Meanwhile, I'm up till like midnight just scrolling Twitter.
Yeah.
And this time change really fucked me. But I saw someone tweet about this pirate documentary on Twitter. And I was like, what is that? So I went on YouTube and I was like, searched the pirate documentary and watched the trailer.
Sure.
I forget what it's called, but if you get the chance, I'm going to start watching this soon. But if you get the chance, go and watch the trailer to this pirate documentary on Netflix. It's pretty fucking cool looking.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's just on
that's
Netflix.
Not a lot of help.
It's just on Netflix. If you type in Netflix pirate documentary, it'll pop up on Google. I promise. That's what I did. But
did you start watching it?
No, I just watched the trailer because this was last night.
You're never gonna watch this pirate fucking documentary.
How dare you?
You're not gonna do it.
How dare you? I watched. Speaking of documentaries, for some reason, I just flipped on Netflix because I usually watch YouTube at night.
Sure.
Flipped on Netflix, and it was like suggested things for you, and it was like My Little Pony, all this weird shit, and then it was like some weird samurai documentary. It was called Age of Samurai.
Okay.
And it takes place in like the mid 1500s.
Oh.
And it's basically about like all this crazy shit that happened in Japan with like the samurai warriors and like how all these crazy leaders like tried to take over all of Japan and like most of them failed, like insane shit. So there was this dude I like stopped watching after episode 3 because
of course you did.
It just got boring and I know it sounds terrible, I couldn't keep up with the names, man. I like couldn't keep things straight. It was almost like Game of Thrones, but like all Japanese names. And I was like, wait, what the who? What? So this guy named Nobunaga. He's like this bastard ass dude, like this hardcore leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he like comes into power somehow because his dad's like the big dog of his region. And none of like they're all like all these like clans basically that like cover Japan at this time. And they're all like have their own army and shit. And like his dad's dying and like the families are like super tight. And like he names this dude like the next leader of their whatever the fuck clan. And everyone hates him. Like one dude in protest, one of like the brothers in protest kills himself doing that traditional samurai thing where he like guts himself and like pulls up and all of his guts fall out.
Oh my god!
It's called something specific. People call it Harry Carry, but that's not the actual name for it. It's something more specific.
There's something. I'll look it up. Hold on.
Yeah,
You'll keep going though.
Yeah. So this dude just kills himself because it's terrible. That's awful. But this dude just like fucking. He's like, fuck this. This guy's the leader. I don't want him to be the leader of our family's like clan. Like I'm gonna just like. And the way they do it, they like it's like super like. They're in this like relaxing dojo area and like all these candles are lit and the dude's like sitting there like meditating for a second, takes this small sharp blade out and he's like and like rips his guts out and he's like trying to push it forward and like rip up. So it's kind of fucked. But this dude kills himself in protest and then all of a sudden this guy's just like gets like thirsty and wants to just take over all of Japan. So he starts like training the poor people in the area and like getting their like respect and like they start like fighting on his behalf because I guess there's a lot of poverty in Japan and like these farmers aren't really like the wealthiest, whatever. They don't come from money.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, there's like, it's weird how this happened. I thought it was really funny. Like, parts of Japan, like, accidentally acquired guns. It was like the weirdest fucking thing, dude. I was like, wait, I had to like rewind it. I was like, wait, what? And they were like, these old white historian dudes were like describing it. They're like, yeah, a Swiss boat washed up to shore full of prehistoric firearms that were supposed to go to like mid China or something and got like washed up on the banks of Japan. And this dude Nobunaga like got his hands on like thousands of firearms by accident. So he's like the hot shot that's like no one else knows this shit like even exists, kind of, I think. Like people know like bombs and stuff exist.
Sure.
But all of a sudden this guy has like fucking 1,000 guns. And he's just like running rampant. Like he's got all these samurais and all these marksmen just like fucking up Japan, dude. It is the craziest thing. Like it's nuts. But it's interesting. So like all the military leaders, they would do like this head grooming thing, where they would, after like a giant battle, they would cut off like some heads of their foes.
Yeah, sure.
Wash them like you would like almost like a funeral ceremony.
Okay.
And then bring them to the highest ranked military leader on a platter. And they would just like, the dude would just like look at them, and then like he'd be like, all right, next, and then bring in the next head. He's just fucking bringing like chopped off severed heads. It's like these Japanese dudes with their eyes open still, like looking at them. I was like, oh boy. I don't know.
That's not for you. You don't want to be like that person, like sitting in a chair being like, all right, next one. Keep them coming. Come on.
Things were very different back then. It seemed like they tried to play it off as like a weird, like I could see it being like a sign of respect to like the fallen.
Sure.
But at the same time, they're like killing these like monks and like children and women and just like lining them up and like slitting their throats.
When I die, I want you to cut off my head,
Okay.
clean it, and like at my funeral, don't tell anybody you've done this, by the way. At my funeral, I want like a closed casket, and while you're giving the sermon, you're gonna open it up for like the world to see, and it's gonna be me but headless.
Nice.
And when everybody's like, "Oh my God, where does head go?" You're gonna pull out my head on the platter, and just you're not gonna say a word. You're just gonna like bring me around the room.
I'll stick my hand into it and give like start moving your mouth. I'll do like a tight five comedy set.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with airline food?
Really doll me up, though, okay? Make sure I have, like, a good haircut, cleanly shaven.
I'll have all of Jerry Seinfeld's act and, like, cue cards and, like, act them out with your hand. Hey,
I hate Jerry Seinfeld.
What's the deal, man? What's the deal? Do you like jazz?
Can you do John Mulaney instead?
Yeah. Not funny. I'll do his...
There you go. I can get down with that.
Okay.
With John Mulaney.
Deal. But, yeah, it was, like... They were talking about all these like Japanese raids that like these samurais like would do, and like they had like I said, like all these like small armies, and like this was so long ago that like a nighttime ambush was like still like unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're like, we never saw them coming, like attacking us at night when we were all asleep around our fireplaces. And that's like the shit that they would just like what the fuck? Why wouldn't, you know?
This really stuck with you, man. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm pretty proud that like you found something that you remember a lot of.
Well, it got boring after episode 3, so I stopped watching it. So I was like, fuck this.
It is called, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation, but seppuku, I think is what it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
seppuku.
right. Yeah.
The abdomen or belly cutting, because people found that it was more honorable to die by your own hand than like a dishonorable way of like getting caught by like your enemies or bringing dishonor to your family, which is still, I think, a pretty popular, not the fucking cutting your own belly, but like bringing dishonor to your family is still like a huge thing over there.
Oh, hell yeah. It's a big deal, like their family and like pride and that kind of thing. But it was like, it was crazy to what was this? It was crazy to see like how like all of these like military like big dog leaders all ended up like killing themselves because eventually they all got like they would get like backstabbed basically. Like one like faction that they like relied on like ended up like teaming up with another faction and like coming and storming and taking all their shit. But
Right.
weird, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Different times.
different time. Yeah, definitely different times. Could you imagine nowadays?
Oh
It's
man,
like the same
like
fucking
a
thing.
drone strikes and shit. Meanwhile, these guys think they're fancy, like attacking people at night when they're like when they're sleeping. And they're like,
they'll never see it coming.
Yeah. And like firearms are like still a new thing. Like
Yeah.
when they said that, they're like Nobunaga's faction accidentally, or like by some weird stroke of luck, they found a shipwreck from a Swiss ship heading to China, full of firearms and ammo. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of odds are those?
It's crazy. You
Yeah.
think about it, like it's crazy that like so many like factions like fought the empire.
Yeah.
Like they were always like just trying to overthrow the emperor.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like in the state of things, like the United States, like we were definitely like much newer, like the 1800s were when we developed. But I mean, I can't think of like a moment in history where they tried to overthrow like the president or the government. You
Right.
know?
Exactly.
Who
And
the fuck is calling
back
me?
then it was a normal thing. Who was it? Put him on.
No, thank you.
Put him on the
It's
show.
Crown Point.
Yeah, come on.
I already fucking declined it. I don't answer. Listen here, everybody. I don't
Aw.
answer my phone if I don't recognize your name, and if you don't leave a voicemail, there is a good chance I am not calling you back.
Yeah, that's the same. I very rarely answer phone calls. I'm
Do
like,
you know?
fuck that.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just say fuck that.
You know, the only reason I keep my phone on during the evening, I don't turn it off, I keep it on, is primarily because of you. That's the God's honest truth. I swear to God.
Really?
Because I'm like, there
'Cause
will
I
be
call
one
you?
day. There will be one day where you will get arrested, and you're gonna have to make a phone call.
Mike,
I'm like, if it's me, I need to have my
bring
phone
$2,000 to the local prison or to the
on. I
jail
swear to God, because
downtown.
all your friends
I'm
are
fucked.
gonna be with you doing the same fucking thing, completely drunk.
Oh yeah,
You're
no
not
doubt.
gonna call Carol.
No, well,
That's for sure.
No, probably not. I'd either call you or my sister Stephanie. Probably. They'd be you guys would be the most understanding.
And I'm gonna that's the one time. If
You'd
it
bail-
never happens, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
You'd bail my ass out of prison. That's fair.
Yeah, I would
Fair
do
enough.
it.
Oh,
Like
hell yeah.
Honestly, I would give as much money as I had to bail you out because I know you're good for it, right? You would
Yeah,
pay
dude.
it back eventually.
I'll pay, but dude, I got that fat stimmy in the bank.
Yeah, they were
What up?
talking about it on the radio. Like, how much would you give to bail your friend out? And they're like, $500, $1,000. I was like, you don't have good friends then. I'd be
It's-
like,
It's usually at least I think it's usually around $1,000 to $2,000, maybe. I had a friend
let
bail.
me look it up.
I had a friend bail a friend out of jail a while back. This was probably like right after high school
Yeah.
for underage drinking. Oh yeah, big surprise. What is it? How much?
Oh, no, it's for felonies.
Oh,
Not like
oh.
a normal thing. For
Okay.
felonies, fun fact, it is
5,000?
a 10 grand.
Ooh, wow, that's
10
a lot
grand.
Of money.
100K. Oh, my God.
Damn, dude, those police departments are raking in. The big gov
That's
is
probably for like a murder.
raking that cash in. You want to
Let's
sleep
look
in
up
a cell, or
DUI.
you want to sleep in a cell, or you want to sleep in your bed tonight? That's what they're. You know what I mean? How much is
Wow.
it worth to you?
A
How much is a
DUI
DUI?
can run from 500 to 10,000. Well, felony DUI can be up to 50 grand. I can't bust you out for 50 grand, man.
Wow.
You're fucking staying the
I'll be like,
night,
"Mike,
dude.
Bring the Pokemon cards to the pawn shop. I swear I'll get them back, brother.
Couldn't do 50K. You're on your own there, buddy.
No, I had a buddy. Get another friend out of jail one night for underage drinking, and I think it was like $2,000. But
That's crazy, man.
yeah, he said it was. Yeah, he said it was quite the experience. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I'd
$2,000? That's wild.
I'd bail you out for $2,000. I could probably get $2,000 out pretty quick. I think.
I made like a weird fortune telling thing one time around a fire at Casey's house.
Yeah.
And one of the fortunes I foretold was like I would be the first person to go to jail. And
man.
I was like, I was young and I was just like laughing and giggling about all these things, fortunes I predicted. But as I'm getting older, none of my friends have like gone to jail. And I'm like, fuck, what if I am the first one to go to jail? I'm being like really careful, like going around.
You're like, oh, I better not commit any crimes. You're going to get busted for some lame-ass crime like pirating music or like videos or some shit like that. Like the dumbest thing.
All of my fortunes were wrong because I said Carissa would be the first one married, and that was wrong. I said Casey would be the first one to get a job in her field, which was wrong because Zane was also there, and Zane was technically the first person to get a job in his field.
Zane,
I don't know if you were there or not.
Shout out to Zane. No, I don't think I was.
I don't
you
know
guys
if
were
you
doing
part
some
of my fortune telling.
You guys
shit.
were doing some fucking Madame Zeroni witchcraft shit over there. I don't appreciate that.
I said Mal was going to be the first to die.
Don't dabble in the dark arts, bro.
Well, obviously, I'm not good at it.
Yeah, jeez. I would not be paying you for any type of, like, I don't know.
Fortune telling
services. Do people, you ever see those, like, there's a lot of them on 30, like Route 30. Do people go to those things, or it's like a light-up sign where it's like psychic or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
People go to those? You think?
I mean, even for the fun of it. Like, that's really why you'd go, just to have, like, a good laugh. Like, you wouldn't go if you were, like, in a fair, right?
Yeah.
And someone's like, hey, $5, I'll tell your fortune.
I'd be like,
and you were with some friends. You wouldn't do it?
$5? You know what I
could
do?
What if it was me?
No.
What if I worked at the fair?
Oh, okay. If it was you, yeah, maybe. I know it was bullshit, though, for sure. I'd be like, give me a discount at least. No, $5 at the fair, I could go buy, like, an elephant ear or, like, a corn dog. I'd be like, this dude is gonna, or this person's gonna like let me say some nonsense, probably tell me I'm gonna get pregnant or something like that, and
I don't know. If I vibed with the person, maybe I would.
That's like those
I'd
people,
be interested in a fortune telling reading. I don't know.
That's like those people at the fair that can guess your age and weight and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's pretty. That is an impressive feat. Like that skill is impressive.
You think so? I think if you see enough people and you guess enough weights, like you start to become adept at it.
That's what I'm saying. Like. That person has practiced. He's putting the time. They put in the time and like the effort, all that shit. I think they've got it down because they're usually like I had it done once, and then someone I was with had it done, and they were like pretty damn close.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like off by like a couple pounds or like 10 pounds?
Off by like 1 or 2 pounds, and then off by like maybe a year.
Damn. Yeah, I'd be curious. I'd do that. I'd see if they could guess. I feel like they could.
Shout out to the Lake County Fair. Hopefully it
Yeehaw.
Dude, let's go to the fair this year.
Why?
You down? Let's go see the horse races and shit and hang out.
I like the fair.
Yeah. I'll bring a little flask.
My wife hates it.
I'll bring a little flask. We can go. We'll get some fair. We'll go out beforehand and then go to the fair a little buzzed up.
Oh, okay. Get some fair food. I'm always in to get some fair food. Yeah, fair food. I used to go all the time with my grandparents. It was always a fun time.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of stupid, but it's fun. It's fun to do with when you like. My nephew loves going, or he used to when it was going on. You know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I would
kids.
always win goldfish. That was the highlight.
Hell yeah! What about that mouse game where they like let a fucking live mouse out on the table? It's like, what the fuck's going? It's like scurrying the fuck around. Like, what the fuck is this? And it goes into a hole that has a number.
I always imagine, like, if I'd ever go to hell, that would be my hell. I'd be that mouse, and just, like, every day I'd have to, like, go run into holes every day.
How terrible would that be? How many mice do you think they go through at that game? They're probably They're probably going to the pet shop, like, every other day to replace mice.
I'm sure a mouse doesn't last a month.
I'd be surprised if it lasted, like, a few days. I don't think they'd... I'd be very surprised if they feed those mice.
Yeah, I would be too. they probably have a couple on hand just in case it dies.
They just got a couple mice in his pocket. They probably eat those mice.
Imagine putting like bets down for this fucking mouse game, and you're the guy like, I bet it's gonna be dead when it comes out of the box.
It just like flips over. It like runs around in a circle and just flips over on its back and dies.
And they're like ding ding ding, you won, and you get like the big prize.
You get the
Xbox.
Xbox.
That bitch is gonna be dead.
You're like, yeah, I just won the fucking Xbox, bitch. What up?
Yeah.
No, I kind of love and hate the fair because it brings out some weird people.
Oh,
but it's a fun. Everyone's like hot and stinky, and there's like good fair food smells in the air.
everybody's there for the same reason, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's there. It's not for like, not when you go to Target and like different motivation, different people.
Right.
Like everybody that goes to the fair is the same person there to simply enjoy a fair, watch some animals, eat some food, and play some games.
There's like people that really get into that, do like the horse showing and stuff, like the 4-H shit, and they'll bring like a camper and they'll stay there all week. They'll just camp at the fair like with their RV.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Well, if you live in the city, like that'd be some. Oh, but you're talking about like people who go and show, right?
Yeah. That's a next level.
I mean, fuck, man. If you're a kid and you raise like fucking little piglets and your mom and dad are like, we can go to the fair for a week where you can just like fuck around all week.
I'm in. And hang out with
some piglets.
Hang out with your friends that also do the same thing as you.
You know, this is going to sound stupid, but I always thought the fair was like romantic in a sense of like, if you're just hanging out at the fair, you like, you know, you see somebody across the way,
dude,
and you smile at them, they smile back at you. You get some cotton candy, you ride the Ferris wheel.
I'm in. I'm 100% because it's like for us it was like a bunch of girls from different schools too, and you're like, oh, maybe we'll see some girls from Crown Point there tonight or something like that. And there's always like girls wearing like it's the middle of summer, so like
booty shorts,
yeah, for sure, like all this shit like that. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, hold on,
like
you cut out for a second.
Yeah, we both cut out. It's okay.
How dare you?
How dare you?
They didn't want us talking about those booty shorts.
Hell yeah, I love a good fair booty short. It's about that. It's about that time where the ladies start bringing it back.
But everybody in your school already knows you as the kid who collects Pokemon cards and watches Yu-Gi-Oh. So you need to get some people who don't know who you are.
Who don't know you, and we're like, that's that nerd we beat up in free period the other day for quoting Yu-Gi-Oh.
Your school bully is also there, though, so he just ruins it for you.
Man. And then there's always like a weird smell of puke around just because it's the fair.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say you didn't, but did you have like a bully, like someone that just like consistently picked on you maliciously? And I don't count.
In football, yeah. In middle school football, there was a guy that just fucked me up, man.
Really? Just for like kicks?
He was huge. He was one of the biggest kids on the team. And I was like, I think I was 7th grade, but we would play with like I was in 7th grade and I was like bigger, so I got to play with the 8th grade kids, which is some bullshit. And it happened to me.
Bullshit.
It happened to me again in high school. I got moved up for some reason to like from freshman football to like practice with the senior team, and I was like, fuck this.
Why?
I don't know.
That's lame.
They did it with 10 freshmen. They moved up 10 freshmen, and I just got my ass beat like every day practice. But middle school, there was this huge kid, and he would fuck me up, dude. I probably got brain damage from him. He was massive. I think he went on to play like college football. Yeah.
Ooh, college football.
Yeah, I don't miss those days.
You want me to beat him up now? You think I could beat him up?
Actually, I don't know what he looks like. He might be like just like really fat and out of shape now. Most guys that were like big like that back in the day are just like heart attacks waiting to happen, kind of.
That's true. You got to watch out for those crave cases from the Taco Bell or the White Castle. Oh my God, excuse me.
What the fuck?
Can't believe I know I can't. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. The Taco Bell, dude. I haven't had Taco Bell or White Castles in so long.
Me neither.
I feel like I would just explode if I ate either of those.
Should we get a crave case for our 100th episode? I'm right next to a White Castle, man.
God. I would have to take like 2 Imodium just to get through that. Just to make sure I didn't like have any accidents.
Yeah, you'll make it. I have faith in you.
You think so?
You got the colon of like a 50-year-old, so.
More like an 80-year-old. I have the bowels of an 80-year-old woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty.
It's not good. Me and my grandma are on like the same page. She's like, I pooped my pants the other. I was like, yeah, same here, grandma. No.
You guys high five and do the woogity 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 from Rocket Power.
We do the adult diaper handshake. No, man. I don't know. Oh, also, I wanted to ask you your opinion on this. As a lot of you know, excuse me, my allergies are kind of out of hand lately,
Mm.
just because of the way things are outside. But I'm on dating apps, as you know.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, I harp on them too much because that's just kind of what I'm going through right now.
Sure.
I've noticed a trend on the dating app called Hinge, which is the premier dating app as of now. I feel like
Okay.
it's the one that I get the most interaction. But girls are doing. I don't know if guys are doing this because I'm not swiping on guys, but girls are doing this cute thing where they have two girls on one profile, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Come on a double date with us."
Oh
like,
no.
Like, I'm Ashley, and this is my friend Brienne. Like, I'm the blonde, she's the brown-haired girl. Bring one of your cute friends.
Brown-haired girl.
And I'm
I
like-
don't think I've ever heard a friend describe their other friend as, "Hey, I'm the blonde. This is the blonde. This is the brown-haired girl."
Yeah, and now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, I'm tasked with trying to find like someone, like a girl to match with. Now all of a sudden I have to bring a friend with me that might be like compatible with your friend. Like, it's just one more step to this bullshit that I have to go through to try to get a date with somebody. Like, come on.
I think that's baloney. I've always thought like blind double dates or those kind of deals were bad because I think one person is not looking to date, right? I think they're trying. I think they can like go out and find people themselves pretty easily enough.
Right.
But they're trying to like get their friend to like hook up with someone, right? Who's maybe like shy or isn't as outgoing in terms of like wanting a relationship.
That would make
Which
sense.
I think is shitty. You know,
Well,
like that's shitty to do.
Yeah, okay. The only way I would respect this tomfoolery is
Tomfoolery.
if one of the girls is like super shy and the other girl is like being a wingman. Or
Sure.
just like wanting to go there to make sure like the other girl was safe.
Yeah.
But besides all that, I think it's complete bullshit. Like, now I have to fucking pull a bunch of strings to try to find another dude to go with me to hopefully match with your friend that might be cool with them. And it's like, oh my God, one more fucking step to this bullshit. It's
like, I've never been a fan of double dates in terms of like, you don't know your dates, like you're not familiar. I'm cool with like going out with like another couple who is established, like not in terms of like I'm trying to see if I can vibe with this girl while there's literally another couple to see if they can vibe with each other.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Because first of all, if one couple's like really hitting it off, right, like having a good time, like
Sure.
sticking their tongues down their throat,
Ooh.
and the other one's like not feeling it, like that's such a weird dynamic of like, I want to leave, but my friend is here and I have to like support them.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, you do not want to. That's like a thing you do when, like you said, like you're established. Like you've got to, like, you're dating someone you're established. You go out with maybe a friend that's also
Right.
established with another person. That's cool. But like a second date, you're like, come out and like hang out with my best friend and his girlfriend, and it's like, what the no, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that to
And
yourself.
I don't think guys do that at all. Like, we've never been like, well, I don't know. I'm sure it has happened, but I would never want to be like, oh, I'd really like to date this girl. I have my friend right here too. You have a friend. Maybe we should all like hang out. No, I think that's like not a coward's way out, but that's kind of like just like try to see if you can do this one thing with this one-on-one way.
Yeah.
Because even if you do like have a good group dynamic, like then if you ask this person out again, it's like a completely different dynamic as it is.
Right, exactly. I just thought it was so like, this is becoming more like this is becoming like more popular and popular like as it goes on. I don't know why. Maybe it's a safety thing. That's the only way I'd respect it.
I could totally see that. I mean, especially when you're like meeting fucking strangers on the internet, especially as a woman.
It's not a good way to date, man. This online shit is not a good way to like try to meet somebody.
I imagine it's pretty difficult, especially because it's like, it's one of those things, again, we have so much information that's just like quickly available to us, right?
Yeah. It's too
So it's
easy to
hard.
like swipe left or right.
Right. You don't have like that. It's kind of like nostalgia, right? You don't have like that crush in like high school that you see every day, and you're like, oh man, maybe I should ask her out. Oh, but I'm maybe not today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Or like,
but you don't have that in terms of like the dating app. If anything, you ask the person out before you really get to see them and to know them. It's like completely inverse of what we were used to.
well, it's all based on photos and like a quick synopsis of the person too. Like you don't even get to see or hear them in real life. Like you don't know if like a lot of the times I find like I'm attracted to girls and they're like quirks and like weird little things and like how they talk or how they laugh or something like that. And
Sure.
that might like just completely like sell it for me, you know, and that's like completely bypassing all of that,
Yeah.
which is kind of fucked up.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's like the complete opposite. I couldn't imagine, like, I'd have a hard time myself just being like, oh, I want to date this person based off of, like, the pictures. Because
Right.
for me, personally, I've always been like, if you're not, like, a smart person,
Mm-hmm.
I don't find you attractive. You can be gorgeous, like, drop dead gorgeous.
Right.
Ashley Tisdale, right?
Fuck
But if
Ashley
you're-
Tisdale.
But if you're not like smart or like well mannered for that matter, like if you come to like if we meet at a bar and you just get fucking sloshed and you're rude to the staff and shit,
Yeah,
I'm not about it.
That's my kind of girl right there. A total smashly.
yeah,
That's what we call a smashly in the industry. The old smash. Just fucking real shitty to your waiter and or waitress and spitting on them, not tipping at all.
So yeah, I'm like I can see it as a hard thing. The better, like, I don't know what the alternative is to like meeting new people though. Like that's the best way of meeting new people.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shitty way to meet new
It is.
people.
It's awful, especially with everything locked down right now. Well, we're starting to open back up. I'm hopeful for the future.
I think here's what you should do.
Oh boy.
You should start playing WoW, World of Warcraft, because there's a lot of like in-game conversations,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Find like someone you like vibe with. You know, you're going on quests together. You're fucking,
It'll end up being like a 70-year-old woman
hey,
from like
love
Milwaukee.
is love, man.
She's from Milwaukee. She's like fucking chain smoking cigarettes. She's
Hey,
got just like
got
this
an estate.
hot-
I mean,
She's got like this hot ass voice and just has a great sense of humor. And I fall
you
in
said
love with
you were
her.
into the quirks, man. So I mean,
yeah, I guess to an extent though, not to that extent. Jesus. Yeah, that would be something. Play World of Warcraft.
play
that
World
game-
of Warcraft. Come on.
That game does not look like that much fun.
Well, I don't think it would be fun for you because you're not into like RPGs.
Have you played?
Grinding to like get equipment and like levels and shit. Like you're not. No offense,
Dude,
but you're
I'm
not
a
a
dragon
patient guy.
I'm a dragonborn. How dare
Yeah,
you?
need to be running around shouting at people,
Yeah,
casting spells,
Running through-
finding enchanted bow and arrows.
running through caves, sniping
Yeah.
weird little goblins from like 2 miles away with magic bows.
Right, you're not a long term guy. You need to either be like shouting at people as a dragonborn or rolling around like robbing trains as a cowboy.
Oh man, I got this weird urge to play that game the other day for some reason. I was like, should I just restart it and start playing it? Like that'd be kind of fun. I'm not really playing anything right now. Oh,
yeah,
God.
exactly my point.
Yeah. Oh, God, I want to play that game again now. Fuck. Red Dead Redemption 2. What a slam dunk.
I want to play that game one day.
God. You've never played it?
No.
What in the fuck's wrong with you?
What in the tarnation?
What in the quadratic? Everyone was like, what in the something quadratic equation or something tarnation or
I want to wait till I get a PlayStation 5. I've been holding off on a lot of games actually to
it's
wait
It's not gonna happen though, brother.
It'll happen.
They
this year.
discontinued
This
it.
year's my year, baby. I'm getting that PlayStation 5 by the end of the year. Mark my words, on March 19th.
End of the
Mike
year?
Kroll,
Okay.
by the end of the year.
All right. I could see that. That's reasonable, but I think it's going to take a little bit closer towards the end of the year.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. I hate to be a downer, but I'm just a realistic kind of guy. It's probably not going to happen at all.
When are you going to get your Xbox bullshit refrigerator
Once this
crap?
once they stop selling games on the Xbox One, probably. I'll just
Did any
ride.
of your friends... Did any of your buddies
Thank you.
get the new Xbox?
No, they're all too cheap.
They are.
Yeah. All my friends are. I think I'm the most willy-nilly with money out of all of my friends.
100%. Knowing most of your friends,
Yeah.
100%. Maybe, I think I am about the same level as you in terms of as soon as a PlayStation is in front of me, I will buy it, no questions.
Right.
I don't care if I only have like $500 in my account. I'm buying that PlayStation.
You'll make more money. I'm fuck it, man. I've got some shit saved up. I'll throw a little bit of cash here and there.
Sell your stonks.
My stonks. I tried. Yeah, I did sell a little bit of stocks the other day. I'm gonna be selling some more here eventually too to get a new depth finder for my boat.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You talk about that boat like it's your wife.
Oh, I did some work on it the other day. I finally got it all ship shape for the summer, and I fished with Zach the other weekend. That day we went out, dude.
Yeah,
it was windy as fuck the whole day. It was just like 25-mile-per-hour gusts, just beating the shit out of us all day. We didn't catch anything literally all day until the last hour. I was like, there's a bar down the road from Willow Slough. I was like, fuck this. Let's go get a cocktail at the Hideout bar. It's literally like right down the street from the slough. He's like, that sounds really good right now. I was like, all right, let's go hit the shoreline by the boat launch, and then we'll go in after. And we hit the shoreline and literally catch, like, in an hour, we catch like 30 fish. 37 panfish, like big ones. Big bluegill, big crappie. And we fished till dark. I was like, thank God we decided to fish here before we were like ready to go get a drink and be like, fuck this day. I'm wind burnt as fuck. My face is red like Bob the Tomato from VeggieTales. I'm looking like his fat son. I don't know. It was
never watched VeggieTales myself. I'm more of a Gumby guy.
Oh.
You know who Gumby is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a green guy.
That dude's got bodies buried underneath his shitty little Play-Doh house, probably.
That's why I like him so much. He's definitely a serial killer.
He's got some rapey / serial killery vibes to him.
And what's your point?
Mike's like, I can totally relate to this elastic green dude and his weird orange dog or whatever the fuck.
I relate and respect it.
What's his dog's name?
I'm not really that big of a fan of Gumby. I don't know.
You're such a what a liar. You're just trying to fucking stunt with Gumby over there. But yeah,
all I know is I watched like a thing when I was a kid. I remember it vividly. Like Gumby got squished and he was like walking around all squished like.
Yeah.
I don't know. That freaked me out as a kid. It stuck with me, man.
Wait, he didn't have a dog. He had a horse, I think. He had a weird horse. I vaguely remember because I remember one episode he put on like cowboy pants that were like cow, whatever, the black and white spots or whatever the shit.
Like Woody from Toy Story? His pants?
Yeah, I forget what those are called.
Cowhide?
Yes.
Or rawhide?
No, cowhide. You were right the first one.
Cowhide?
Rawhide's a song and also
Rawhide!
Yeah. Dum doo doo boom boom.
No, I'm getting a no from our editor-in-chief.
Oh, man.
Not editor, our producer. Sorry, our producer. My bad. You're the editor-in-chief.
Yeah, I'm the editor. She's the producer. You're just the talent. That's it. You just show up and get on stage. Oh! Oh, shit.
Oh, Woody is? I didn't know that.
What is? Ask her what Gumby. Ask her what Gumby's wearing. Ask Mel what Gumby's wearing.
What are those pants that cowboys wear that are like black and white?
That are like cow colored?
Referring to cowboy movies that were in black and white. Cowhide was a thing, but I've never seen a cowboy wear black and white pants.
Like the cow's fur. Is that
like
cow
cows.
skin?
The way cows was it, like cow skin pants?
Black and white patterny kind of shit.
Cowhide. Okay, I was right. Okay, this whole conversation has been bullshit because I was right. It is cowhide.
Boom, boom.
Everyone
get
can
him
go
up, load him out.
Fuck off.
Load him up. Wait a minute. Load him out raw.
Fine. Woody wears jeans. Cowboys wear cowhides.
Rawhide.
That was a good show back in the day.
The Blues Brothers covering that will forever have a space in my small little brain where they're getting bottles and shit whipped at them at that shitty
A quarter
little
of
bar.
your brain is just the
Blues Brothers. What a mission from God. You got my cheese whiz, kid? We got a half a tank of gas. What is it? We got sunglasses on in the dark. Half a tank of gas, and it's fucking something about cigarettes. Hit it.
Yeah. That was such
What a
a
good
fun
movie.
Halloween when
That was
everybody
a good
thought we were Men in Black.
That was great. Fuck the haters. They don't know nothing.
Like, I love Men in Black. Tyler kept fucking
oh my
saying
God. Those haters. They don't know shit.
They don't.
But you do anything notable this week? We're probably going to be wrapping it up soon. We're coming up on an hour here, but I wanted to see if you did anything fun at all these past few days of our lives.
I played video games with
Nice.
Casey.
Yeah, you
And-
fucking won't take my calls when you're playing zombies.
Oh, and you won't take my calls when you're fishing with Zach and
You
playing
never-
with each other's lures, so
You
fuck
never
off.
call me when we're fishing. I called you like so this is the second time this has happened. I call him once, get directly sent to voicemail, which is like basically saying fuck yourself. I was like, all right, I was like, maybe he's at work. It's like 7:30 on like a Thursday or something. I was like, maybe he's at work, so that's fair. And then I called him again like a week after that, sent directly to voicemail, get a text after that. Hey, I'm playing zombies with. I was like, I fucking knew it, you little bitch. I'm trying to talk podcast like business with you. You're like, hang on, let me go run these laps with all these zombies around me.
Business in terms of like, should I drink a Coors Light for the podcast?
Yeah.
Or should I drink a Busch Light for the podcast?
Notice
No,
what I'm
I was
drinking?
playing with Casey and a nice cold refreshing Coors Light.
Ooh, baby.
Order now at CoorsLight.com. Not sponsored by Coors Light.
Use promo code cybershindigpodcast.
And I was playing with Casey's sister Kimmy and her
Oh, nice.
father Aaron.
You were playing with Aaron?
Aaron, we had a
Oh,
squad, baby.
Shout out to Aaron.
Yeah, it was a
Fuck
fun
yeah.
little game.
That's cool.
We played for like 3 hours.
Were you playing that Rebirth, whatever the fuck, where you could like drive around on snowmobiles, right? Don't laugh at me, because I don't know what the fuck your nerdy zombie game is called.
Rebirth. It's called Outbreak. Not
Outbreak?
even close, baby.
Rebirth is a mode on what the real men play, Warzone.
Warzone, yeah, for the real men.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the middle schoolers that play it? Who
Dare
jumped
you.
out of Fortnite to play it?
How
That's the same fucking people.
Dare you.
That's why you guys are winning. It's because you're going against fucking middle
How
schoolers.
dare you. I don't win ever at that game, but how dare you.
But we're playing some video games. Me and Mal are watching Marriage or Mortgage on Netflix.
Is that like a Lifetime or a TLC, like
Well,
real?
It's basically like a young couple comes on and they're like, hey, we're getting married and we're also looking for a house. We can either put 30 grand in a wedding or 30 grand as a down payment on a house. And there's like,
It should just be called Stupid People. That that's what it should be called.
get him, Johnny. Fucking get him, Johnny.
Obviously,
Go
you
after
should
him.
Put it into your house and not a giant wedding.
So they like meet with these two women, a real estate agent and like a wedding planner.
Yeah.
And they take them out on separate days. And it's like, this is what we could do for a wedding for this amount. And then the real estate is like, here's 3 houses that you could buy for like the down payment.
Oh,
and then
my
at
God.
the end of the episode, they choose if they want to do real estate or mortgage.
Oh, it's like you could have one sweet ass party for one night of your life, or a super nice house that
Yeah.
you could probably resell for a little more than you bought it for.
And it's just like fascinating because obviously we're also on like Team House. In my opinion, you should always get a house before you're married. You should live together before you fucking get married.
I believe I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, because like it's a very different person when you move in together.
You get to take in all their mess and all their weird little trends and bullshit, and that's like
It's
That's what-
fucking awful.
that's what you're getting. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's wild, man. And most of the people on here, spoiler alert, they've been choosing
Ooh.
marriages, like weddings, these big weddings.
Oh.
And I get pissed off every time. I'm
Wow.
like, you had a fucking beautiful 2-story house, and you
on.
fucking flushed it down the drain for a
Dude.
goddamn wedding.
That's some bullshit. Yeah, I would be very pissed. There's no chance I'd be like, But like, yeah, obviously buy the house.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Obviously.
Come on. That's some
Um,
fucked up stuff, man. That makes for great TV though. Like people doing stupid shit like that. People
Oh, for
love
sure.
to watch stupid people do stupid shit.
Yeah. But other than that, we were outside most of last week just enjoying the weather. I was running. We went to a park. And then fucking Indiana came down hard on us with that fucking winter
Oh yeah, it
weird
snowed.
mix on Monday. Yeah, there's fucking ice all over the goddamn
Snow
place.
and ice, man. What a backhanded little fucking shot to us
It was
Hoosiers.
bullshit. That's
Yeah,
what.
dude.
Don't fucking live in Indiana. That's the
Hate it.
takeaway from that.
Hate
Um,
it.
And then we
That
did play
sucks.
D&D last Sunday with Casey
Ooh.
and the gals.
Very jealous. We need to play.
We do need to play. Like clip of it. We were at this party of the queen that we were trying to help out so she
Nice.
could give us some intel.
She's single.
Oh, very much so. She was hitting on me.
Ooh.
And as Jason Potato,
Jason
he's not very good with the
Potato.
ladies, so he was like, "Oh, I don't know."
oh jeez,
Then
Rick.
she fucking kidnapped my dad, put him in a pit, and was gonna release hellhounds on him.
Fuck yeah.
So I had to save my dad, which my dad in this game is not the best of person, slightly racist, and like really shitty to my friends.
So he's like your. Never mind.
But like my character trait is like I've been trying to find my dad,
Yeah.
and I love my dad, and I'll do anything for my dad.
Are you
so I'm
my
like,
dad?
guys, we gotta save my dad, and everybody's like, do we?
Yeah.
Do
Can we
have
just
to?
Can we just let him get eaten by hellhounds? It might be kind of fun to watch.
I'm like, no, we have to. And I'm like, and I'm the cleric. I heal your asses.
Oh,
We're
God.
going.
That's true. You are a good little Healy boy.
But then the fucking pit also restricted magic. I couldn't cast any
Oh,
fucking spells.
hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So I'm just here, a
Shout out to
cleric
Casey.
swinging
Yeah.
around a big ass hammer, trying.
Trying to use like your physical moves and shit like that, and big armor and big weaponry.
Just praying the Lord drowsy.
God. Oh, there he is. There's the man himself.
That he would save us. He's actually. I don't
That's
know
the
if you can see it.
Isn't that the McDonald's card?
Yeah, it is. See
Wow.
that Mary statue in the
Yeah,
background?
Yeah. Right next to
He's
him.
right in front of Mary, right there.
Hail Lord Drowsy and his big
Hail Lord
sexy
Drowsy.
his sexy snout.
The snout's what got me, man.
Oh
You see
my
that
God.
snout?
Fuck yeah, fucking right. Yeah, dude. That sounds like a fun time. I think we were talking. I sent a group message out. I know we spoke about it on the show before, but we're in the midst of trying to put together a D&D podcast between me, you, Mal, and Casey, and hopefully we'll have some guest appearances on that show as well. So I think that's going to happen in the summer. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited for that.
Are you? Are you still the same character we discussed?
You know, I'm probably going to be, but I don't know if I'm going to be the same class.
Okay.
I need to see what everyone else is doing because I want to fill out the party nicely.
All right. I think everybody else is pretty much the same, but
Okay. I kind of figured, but I don't
whatever
know.
you want to do. It's
Yeah,
not
man.
about filling the party out nicely. It's about being true to yourself, having
gonna-
fun, playing the game.
I'm going to be a monk.
You can't be a monk.
No monks allowed.
No, Mallory changed her class to monk. Casey changed her class to monk. We can't just have the three monks
Just
going around.
Just a bunch of monks. Bunch of rowdy monks.
Bald as hell,
You damn
shiny
monks.
heads,
Yeah. We're just all halfling monks.
halfling
Mm-hmm.
monks.
Re-rolling those sweet little ones.
Actually,
Would be
no,
be a
that's
bad.
not. Oh, those are halflings. They
Yeah,
do get to
halflings-
reroll ones.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, dude. I don't even play as much as you, and I know that.
Oh, my
Ooh.
apologies.
Ooh. But yeah, man, I think that's a little epi-ep. I just wanted to do a quick little Friday night fucking pod with you. We decided to do a remote one because I'm very busy this week or weekend. Tomorrow.
He's got like 5 fishing trips.
No, I wish.
He's got to go to Bass Pro and
No.
get some lures.
my family decided to plan my weekend for me. We're doing tomorrow. I knew we were doing my dad. My dad turned 68 the other day.
Wow! Happy birthday,
Old Joe, very old.
Wow.
He was actually out on the dock with me catching crappie this evening. I
He's
was
like, you got to give it to him. He's like one of the best 68-year-olds I know. He looks good for his
He's-
age, man.
I hope to God I'm half of what he looks like, and like his mobility is when I'm 68.
Yeah,
because he's
68.
dude, he's getting it. He's like hanging there with me at work, like climbing up on cooling towers, like going up ladders, all this crazy shit.
He would be a good one to take to the fair and be like, guess how old that guy is.
Yeah, we'll get his hair dyed and like his eyebrows dyed a little bit too, because he's straight.
It's like, I'll give
gray
you
and white.
$5 if you get it right.
Yes, dude. But anyways, so Saturday we're doing my dad's birthday, but Sunday we're going to the Brookfield Zoo with like my nephew and them. So
Ooh, that'd be fun.
it should be fun. They got all the indoor exhibits shut down because of COVID, but everything outside is still open, so it'll be
Nice.
fun still. Yeah.
What'd you get your dad for his birthday?
I don't know if he's around, but
Oh,
we
you don't have
all-
to say it then if you don't
we
want to.
all pitched in and got him a new depth finder for his boat.
Oh,
Fish finder. Yeah, spring sale. And then we got him like new
spring sale.
new studio monitors, which are like big speakers for recording.
Okay.
And then just like a bunch of fishing stuff, some clothes, stuff like that. So yeah, he's got some really good stuff coming. Some beer.
Nice. Oh, of course.
Yeah. He asked for
Just
beer.
re-gift that Mike's Harder lemonade that's
Oh.
in your fridge right now.
He doesn't drink that shit. He'd be like,
How dare
"Eh."
you?
He'd be like, this is too sweet. Not for him. But yeah, man, that's gonna be my weekend. So hopefully we can get on the old in-person podcast next weekend and throw something on the old YouTube. And then episode 100, don't let me forget to ask you to run some shit by you after. Yeah, baby. Episode 100.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought we would have made it to
100.
100 episodes? And you know what? It's very much likely going to fall on our anniversary. Isn't that crazy?
Hell yeah.
3 years. 3-year anniversary coming
Wow.
up April 1st.
Dude,
And we
how
hit 100 episodes.
wild is that? 100
It is.
episodes? God.
100 episodes.
I would have
3
never
years.
guessed. Fucking wild. Mike,
I thought one of us would be dead by now.
that's what I was
honestly.
just thinking. One of us would get in an accident or some weird shit. I'd
Dead
fall
in
off a ladder,
jail or yeah.
fall into a cooling tower, whatever. Mike, where can the lovely people of the Cyber Shindig podcast find you?
You can always find me at makeout_Mike on Instagram and on Twitter. Hopefully, I'll be opening up some Pokemon cards when the spirit takes me. And
Are you gonna
put
be
those bad boys on Instagram?
No. You're gonna be creating a YouTube channel.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm
Johnny,
gonna help you.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you?
Mike's gonna be putting together a YouTube channel to open up Pokemon cards and do whatever his heart desires, and I'll be helping him create content.
It's a
for
really
it.
good economy right now because every single person on the planet is making YouTube channels of them opening up Pokemon cards
It's a
ever
little-
since Logan Paul did it.
Little oversaturated. By the way, I watched that video and loved it. Surprisingly, like Logan Paul more than I thought too.
He loves Pokemon cards. He's say what you want about him, but he does like Pokemon cards, which what do you do?
Which is okay by you.
Yeah. Where can the people find you, Jonathan?
You can find me at Johnny.Goodrich on Instagram, Johnny Goodrich on Twitter. Follow the Cyber Shindig podcast on the Cyber Shindig on Instagram, Cyber Shindig Pod on Twitter. You can email us at cybershindig@gmail.com. Call in. Try calling in 219-552-1128. On the next episode, we should be, if we're live in person, we should be able to take voicemails. And maybe we'll play some old ones too, and then along with the newer ones. Also, something fun I did the other week. I was a guest on a fellow Northwest Indiana podcaster's podcast called a PBM, which is on Spotify, Apple, iTunes. I think I videotaped the podcast, so it's going to be on his YouTube channel too. APBM. He's on Instagram. His name is Sean. It stands for A Penis Bacon Moment. I was a guest, the first ever guest set I've ever done on a podcast. We had a great conversation, talked podcasting, talked all sorts of nonsense, crazy shit. I shit-talked Mike a little bit. It was fun. I had to. I tried to plug our podcast as much as I could to get some other listeners, but that's going to come out. It comes out every Sunday, so look for my episode on Sunday. And then follow him on Instagram. Follow his producer, Fish Hook Studios, on Instagram as well, because he does all of his production stuff. I'm going to be helping them in the future with video and maybe some live podcasting stuff too, and I'm going to try to get young Michael in on that as well. But there's there's some fun stuff. Hopefully we can do. We're going to be doing a little networking. He said he wanted to come on the pod once we get some guests on. He's a super fun guy, very chill, very insightful podcast, and very interesting guests. Like he had a doctor, a doctor on last week, and then it'll be like me on the week after that.
What a fucking
Here's some
360.
Here's a jackass podcast host from Northwest Indiana. But we had a really fun time. We had fun talking. He's super easygoing, dude. And I'm looking forward to listening to that podcast. But yeah, give him a follow online. A PBM, a penis bacon moment with Sean. Cool dude. But yeah, check us out on our YouTube channel. This will be going up on YouTube as well. Fun little inside tidbit. The last episode we uploaded to YouTube looked like shit because my camera settings were all fucked up. I had to reset the camera. It looks gorgeous now. So anything we do in person will look great. And I got the other DSLR working for an actual camera too, so we'll be able to have 2 video cameras, which will be nice.
Ooh.
We're all fucking geared up, baby.
You'll have to edit it where every time we change narrative, you have to like right now the camera be facing me.
It splits
and
over.
Then boom, right to you when you talk. Boom,
Yeah.
right to me. That whole thing has to be edited.
It's a lot of editing.
But is it worth it, Jonathan?
No, probably not. Not yet. Not yet, at least. Maybe in the future.
All right.
Maybe in the future.
Fair
But
enough.
anyways, I think that's it for us tonight. Happy Friday. If you're hearing this, it's probably going to be Monday or Sunday. But
Happy
you guys have
Monday.
hope you guys have a good week and a good month. Stay safe. And, live it up, baby. We'll catch you next time right here at the Cyber Shindig Podcast.
Sakamoto Kan!